Germany now wants tougher immigration measures.
A storm brews in the heart of Europe. Germany, once a beacon of unity and strength, now faces a pivotal moment. Cities like Hamburg and Essen are at the forefront of mass migration. Is this challenge a stepping stone towards a more inclusive society, or a stumbling block eroding the bedrock of German values? In today's video, we will discuss how mass migration is impacting German cities and the socio-economic landscape of the country. Stay till the end to know what's happening in Stuttgart and why the Tenants Association isn't happy about it. Berlin. Once hailed as Europe's beating heart, is Berlin now fracturing? A tide of newcomers threatens to burst the seams of the nation. Berlin, brimming with newcomers, especially with over 100,000 Ukrainians and since February 2024, is now teetering on the edge of capacity. Shelters overflow and city coffers strain. This strain isn't Berlin's alone. Cities across Germany echo the cry of housing shortage, with accommodation for refugees being especially scarce. Numbers paint a stark picture. New asylum seeker registrations nearly doubled in the first 9 months compared to last year. While not all will stay in Berlin, most will. This puts immense pressure on locals. Reports claim Germany's economic performance in 2023 was the worst among developed nations. While migrants don't shoulder all the blame, irregular migration can be a contributing factor. Yet, addressing these concerns can be a tightrope walk, with accusations of racism or anti-liberal views a constant threat.
We have been in this place a year.
Is this the vision Stoic Germans toiled for? Was this the destiny they envisioned? Something must be done. The onus falls heavy on Berlin's authorities. Their decisions will ripple outward, for Munich too feels the tremors of an immigration bubble on the verge of bursting. Munich. A flood of newcomers threatens to break the dam in Munich. This year, asylum seeker numbers are on track to hit highs not seen since the 2015 Migrant Crisis sparked by the Syrian war. With over 3 million refugees already calling Germany home, the most since U.S Mexico. Chancellor Scholz feels the heat from overwhelmed states and cities desperate for relief. Munich, a city known for its fighting spirit, think powerhouse Bayern Munich, is feeling the brunt too. Freedom, a cherished value, seems to be stretching thin for residents. Housing is scarce and rents skyrocketing. Munich's 19-odd average rent per square meter is the priciest in Germany. Crime is on the rise, with police reports exceeding 60,000 in 2023 alone. Homelessness is spiking, and food banks are buckling. Was bringing more asylum seekers wise when Munich's own issues fester? Helping others is a noble act, a cornerstone of democracies. But what about the taxpayers already here? Is the EU leadership burdening Germany, or is something else at play? Hamburg. Dark clouds loom over Hamburg, a city once known for its lively spirit. In 2015, a wave of refugees crashed upon its shores, similar to cities across Europe.
Tens of thousands of people have taken to the streets of the German city of Hamburg.
Since then, 71,000 refugees have called Hamburg home, with 39,000 remaining. These individuals, fleeing war-torn Syria, Afghanistan, and other troubled regions, arrived seeking peace. Hamburg, Germany's financial powerhouse, has repeatedly opened its coffers to accommodate these newcomers. Their latest budget sees a staggering $1 billion earmarked for migrant support, adding to an earlier $118.7 million increase. On the surface, it appears noble. Global conflicts breed vulnerability, and aiding those in need is a natural human impulse. However, is Hamburg a lone knight in shining armor? Justice seems to teeter when local governance suffers. Healthcare in Hamburg, along with other basic necessities, feels the pinch of rising costs. Living expenses soar. Is it truly rational to dedicate $1 billion to migrants while neglecting local infrastructure and resident well-being? The equation seems unbalanced, leaving many scratching their heads. Should Hamburg shoulder this burden alone, or is there a more equitable solution? The same questions are being asked by the residents of Frankfurt. Frankfurt, a city that hummed with peaceful progress in the 70s, now finds itself grappling with a crisis. The progressive past feels a world away. 2019 marked a turning point. A horrific incident involving a migrant shoved a child in front of a train sparked national outrage. Worries about home break-ins and theft are relatively low. But the migration question is a big challenge, and you would find very few people talking about this. On top of that, this isn't just a local issue, it's a national dilemma. Is Germany's once lauded integration program faltering? Has sanity taken a back seat? The crux of the problem lies in a delicate balance. Compassion for newcomers must coexist with the safety and well-being of existing residents. Is ramping up resources for integration the answer? Or should Germany prioritize stricter border controls? The path forward demands clear-headed leadership and a shared vision. Can Germany recapture its spirit of progress and forge a future that benefits all? The crux of the problem lies in a delicate balance. Compassion for newcomers must coexist with the safety and well-being of existing residents. Is ramping up resources for integration the answer? Or should Germany prioritize stricter border controls? The path forward demands clear-headed leadership and a shared vision. Can Germany recapture its spirit of progress and forge a future that benefits all? Only time will tell. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel and like our video. Essen, once a titan of German industry, once roared with the fiery spirit of coal and steel. The city pulsed with a blue-collar rhythm, a testament to generations who toiled beneath the smoky sky. But time, like a relentless tide, has reshaped Essen. The smokestacks stand silent now, a haunting reminder of a bygone era. Today, Essen navigates a new challenge, a wave of migration. The reasons for this influx are complex and multifaceted. This influx has undeniably transformed Essen. The cityscape, once dominated by industrial structures, now boasts a mosaic of cultures. New restaurants serving fragrant kebabs and aromatic curries line the streets, a testament to the evolving palate of the city. Yet, this change hasn't been without its growing pains. A housing shortage that pinches both established residents and those seeking a new beginning. Integration, too, presents its challenges. Language barriers can be a formidable obstacle. It's hard to connect with people when you can't communicate properly. Social services, stretched thin, struggle to meet the growing demand for language courses and cultural orientation programs. The impact of migration on the job market is another point of contention. Some locals fear that newcomers might take away jobs, while others see them as a potential source of skilled labor to fill vacancies in specific sectors. Stuttgart, once a hub of innovation and automotive excellence, now finds itself stuck with a surge in migration. Long lines have snaked around the city's immigration offices, a testament to the sheer number of newcomers seeking a new life in the German metropolis. While the immediate wait times may have eased, frustration and anger simmer just beneath the surface. This influx is colliding head-on with a pre-existing issue, a severe housing shortage. Finding an affordable apartment in Stuttgart borders on the impossible. Existential fear is how many describe their struggle, forced to navigate a stressful and uncertain housing market. The phrase panicking real estate market is no exaggeration, according to the Stuttgart Tenants Association. The strain doesn't stop at housing. The education system, already stretched thin, now faces the challenge of integrating a diverse student body with varying language skills. Hospitals, too, report feeling overwhelmed with concerns about patient capacity and access to healthcare. The question on everyone's lips: is the city's infrastructure being stretched too thin? What are your thoughts on this? What should be the right approach? Is there a solution to the problems arising from Stuttgart? What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button and click here to watch how Canada's dealing with the migrant crisis.